G'day guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about displaying the collection. Now there's ways to do it. There's ways to do it cheap and take advantages, and there's ways where you're going to have to spend money. And what I mean by, let's start off the spending money part. Here are my glass display cabinets. These look fantastic, especially this one. This is a big one from Harvey Norman. It cost me about 9 years ago, $1,000. Now that's expensive, but it was also cheap because it was on clearance and they were getting rid of it. But it's annoying because that's $1,000 I spent on something where I could have spent and bought something for the collection. But sometimes you got to spend money to make things look good. And don't get me wrong, I love it. It looks fantastic. I only did that once there. I got another one, I think last year. Again, that was on clearance. Not quite as big as this one. So I took advantage of it because it displays it well. And I've got some more cheaper IKEA ones. Now, we don't always want to spend money on expensive things though. So sometimes we need to look for opportunities. Here is my first opportunity. This one here. This, where it's displaying my Nintendo Power magazines and guides. This was from a news agency. They were getting rid of them. They don't want them anymore. It's a bit older. It's woody. The wood part down the bottom was coming apart, so I had to repair it. They wanted it gone. It cost me $50. I had to do a little bit of fixing up. Wasn't hard to do. And now I've got this beautiful magazine stand where I can display my Nintendo Power magazines for people to see. And it's great footage for videos, when things I do on Instagram. Instead of having all the books just, piled up, I can display them nicely. I took advantage of that opportunity, worked out well. I want to swing around to this display cabinet. Now, I love this display cabinet. It was from a Cash Converters here in Australia. They were getting rid of heaps from them. They didn't need them anymore. They were downsizing, but they're big and bulky, so they had to, try and flog them off. It cost me $100. That's pretty good because to build something like this, full-on glass display cabinet, lockable cupboards, to build something this from scratch, this would have cost thousands of dollars. But the challenge was, it's heavy, it's bulky, and to get it here. Because it's not just this. I actually didn't know. When I was buying this, I thought I was just buying this cabinet. I didn't realize underneath, this block was a part of it, and it doesn't come apart. It's one big unit. So trying to fit this in my car on my own, I almost didn't make it happen, but I got it here, and it cost $100, and it was only $100 to display some of these really cool, awesome Nintendo 64 things, and I can put whatever I want in there. I can change it up over time. And when you stand back, let's have a look. It just looks fantastic. It's a good, people come into the room, good talking point, good, I like it. It's really cool. I'll talk about another advantage point. I was very lucky with this one, and I always forget. It's either Renmark, Loxton, somewhere in country South Australia. So the person contacted me through socials, wanting to sell me these, and did me a pretty decent deal, good favor. And I was able to get these official Nintendo, game store, game displays, basically. Now, my hesitation was one thing. It is quite big. So it was going to be a big display piece in my collection. And I've got so much stuff. I was like, how can I fit this in? Is it worth it? And do you know what? It is worth it. I'm so glad that I decided to do it. So glad old mate decided to contact me because for this reason. How awesome is it looking and displaying some Nintendo 64 box art? It's just beautiful. Instead of having them like I used to have, like over here, my other ones, they're all side to side. I can face them and show the beautiful artwork, and I love it. It looks fantastic. Makes me want to play the games. It makes me feel like I'm going into a game store when I was a kid again, or hiring the new games. I've even set it up like that too, so if you can see where I've got, doubles of games, I put them together, and if I've got triples of games, game store, oh, the new Zelda game's out. I'm going to buy this. There's one left for another customer. Another customer comes in. Oh, look at me. There's one left. That was the idea I was doing with this. And yeah, I really like it. So yes, sometimes you got to spend money to display collections. I had to buy all those bookcases. I had to buy the glass display cabinets I was talking about. And another thing, if I had my time again, they're all black. It looks nice, but if I had to do it again, I'd actually change it and go white. White would make everything pop better and display better. But because I went black here, I've had to follow suit and sort of go black with everything else because it would look silly, black, white, black, white. But if I had my time again, I definitely would go white. It would make like everything just pop and make everything look a bit cleaner. But I think at the time, white wasn't the most fashionable. Everyone was going black. But I reckon white is definitely the way to go if you're starting out these days. I can't be too fussy. I can't say, oh, sorry, $100, I'm not buying that, should be black. If I really wanted to, I can paint the thing. But yeah, black is probably the way. I didn't really want to go now, but unfortunately, I've committed, and that's the way we're going. So we got black anywhere I can look just to try and match it, because I don't want, bits of this, bits of that. But yeah, that's just a few things I wanted to talk about today in terms of collecting. I haven't really done, a lot of collecting sort of tip videos lately. It's not a massive tip. It's just my opinion on things. If you've got a chance to take an opportunity, do it. I got an opportunity with this, I got an opportunity with that, and I got a great opportunity with those stands. I'm not saying everyone's going to be contacted tomorrow saying, hey, I've got these cool Nintendo game stands, do you want them? Or you're going to go on Facebook Marketplace a minute and find a broken old magazine stand. But you know what? I have seen plenty of examples of that out there, though, of all different shapes and sizes where you can, spice up or, make your collection just stand out and look a bit better if you have the space, if you have the time, if you have the money, because everyone's situation is different, and I do understand and appreciate that. But yeah, cool. That was just today's quick little video about, displaying the collection and, my thoughts on that. But yeah, thanks everyone, and have a fantastic day, weekend, or whatever you are doing.